Like overall, it doesn't differ in terms of like developing inside of the EVM because we are like fully EVM compatible. There are like really small differences in terms of like, for example, our RPC do not support is send transaction method, for example, and only supports is central transaction methods. But it's like a minor stuff here in some sense because you can always like execute transaction via raw transaction. Also, like a big thing here is the difference in terms of possibility to cross communicate with near, and that's like a big thing here because you can actually do cross contract calls. With cross contract calls, you can cross interact with near contracts, and that you will probably not be able to find on any other EVM comparing to Aurora or virtual chains deployed on here. Nice question. Like usually, like question about security is question about validators, and Aurora's security in terms of decentralization, validators come directly from the new security. And comparing to other layer twos, we don't need our own set of validators. That's like a really big difference because we are just a smart contract on top of NEAR. That means that we can actually be validated in terms of like decentralization and nodes, basically the transactions themselves, by the NEAR validators network, because every transaction on Aurora, as well as on any Aurora virtual chains, acts the same, and it's secretly a transaction on top of NEAR protocol. So that makes it really secure and easy in terms of decentralization for other people, like to create new EVMs, like virtual chains on top of NEAR, because they won't need to run their own validators. Like NEAR validators will do job for them, and it gives like a lot of security in terms of like being a really centralized solution in the market. I'm not sure. Like the main thing we will have this year, I believe, is the number of virtual chains deployed being increased like 10x or maybe 100x times. So we are scaling the deployments of the virtual chains, and we will have a lot of virtual chains deployed. So that will make my job interesting this year because I will need to scale with the growth we will have. So that's probably the main theme for this year, I believe. And also we will have the Omni Bridge release really soon, which will make like everything more interconnected, like, and it will be like a better solution, or probably it will include Rainbow Bridge. So maybe not better, but just more versatile. Like it will connect more networks via chain signatures and bridging. So we'll have like more interconnected blockchain ecosystem via it. That's an interesting question, but I believe like they are the same. They are actually the same as the risks developing on any EVM. Plus, but I may also say like any EVM which is like going like head to head with the EVM updates in terms of like hard forks and forks. I mean, like Cancun update or Prague fork of Ethereum. So we are fully like we are trying to be to implement the new stuff from the EVM world as fast as possible. And I believe not everybody doing that stuff. Plus, we are using the official Ethereum tests, which probably like around 100,000 of these, I believe, or even 200,000. And our EVM passes all of these. So it makes the development pretty secure, actually. And like if you know like the regular EVM like pitfalls, I mean like drainage of your smart contracts via the how it's called, like via re-entrancy, for example, vulnerability or other vulnerabilities, like you will be safe, but you still need to know the common like security like patterns during the solidity development, and without that, yeah, like you cannot develop on any. Oh, that's that's good question. That's good question. Like I believe it's utility in some sense. You know, if the dApp could be utilized and be beneficial for user, he will onboard. Like I don't believe that there is a big problem with onboarding users themselves. It's more a lack of like big and attractive projects, and we are working on that and like building up the community. And we're also working on this. In terms of like what can you use to onboard people more easily to your Aurora dApp, I would say you can use Aurora Pass, our official wallet. You can integrate it to your dApp really easily via Wallet Connect. Like it has really intuitive interface. It will have more functionalities like swapping, staking inside of it soon. And I mean, a lot of users, they will be able, like, even if they are not familiar with Web3 world, they will be able to use it just from their mobile phone and like just connect to apps on desktop or right away on the mobile. And it actually makes it really easy to onboard people and like sign up the Web3 transactions. Thank you for being here and see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.